Hello everybody, it is Dangeles, and welcome back to episode 151 of Constructing Los Angeles. Welcome back, guys. We're back in the city. We're ready to continue building today after our very special award show for CLD 150. And I gotta say, I left my, tuxedo on from the ceremony, and I gotta say, I look a little bit spiffy. Dan can clean up well when he takes off of his overalls and that red shirt and stuff like that. But I think I'll build in my tuxedo for maybe one more episode, just to kind of, just reminisce on the amazing award show that we had. So anyway, thanks for the support in the award show, guys. That was a lot of fun to make, and I was glad that you guys kind of liked the idea of it. So anyway, let's go ahead and continue. I've done some work on the theater, which is actually what we did the award show inside of, and I've kind of been working on the exterior of the building. It's slowly but surely getting there. Again, it's not done yet, but I want to work on this episode. This will probably be the last episode I work on it, because it is getting pretty close to being done. Well, not really, but in terms of all the stuff that's actually not repetitive and just copy and pasting designs, it's getting pretty close. So I'll give you guys an update of what I've done. So at the very end of I think 149, I was starting to work on this here, this roofing, and I kind of eventually took this around, kind of wrapped it around the corner, and led up to another one of these kind of semicircle designs here, and then continue to wrap around from there. This back area here is going to get filled in later. I might actually even work on that a little bit this episode, depending on how much time we have. And then over here is the exact same thing. So what I want to do with this episode is start to figure out what I want to do with the interior in terms of how I want to get elevators up to the top level. I also want to kind of work on the side walls a little bit, maybe even add a few more of those trees. I might do that off camera, but that's the plan, guys. So let's jump into it. First thing I want to talk about was this up here, this big box up here with the railing and stuff like that. I used the same railing from my new Let's Build, my beach house Let's Build, the HGTV Dream Home. So I actually really like that railing, because obviously it's kind of big, since if you were to stand right here, you wouldn't be able to look over it since it's so big. But from a distance, it looks like a legit railing. It actually looks really cool and a little bit better than anvils for this particular build. So anyway, with that, I have this big square here, and on top of this big square is going to be a tower, a building that goes up, and it's going to be something similar to this over here in terms of what I'm talking about. Have some sort of tower that goes up from the middle of the theater, and it's going to be kind of like a a headquarters for the theater trustees or something. I don't know, something like that. But that's the plan for that is. So anyway, on the inside here it's dark because I filled in some roofs, so I'm just gonna put some glowstone down for the sake of you guys, so you guys can see what I'm up to in here, and we're gonna go from there. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Welcome back to 151. Ready to continue working. I got a question of the day today, so we're gonna get back to those. What else do I have to do? I think that's about it. But basically, what I wanted to do for doorway, I want to have a door that connects to the inside, because obviously I cut this wall off here with some wood. I'm gonna put some sort of design here, maybe some posters or something. I don't know, something like that. That's not gonna be the entrance into the theater. So the entrance to the theater is gonna be over here somewhere. I think I'm gonna open up a 3x2 space in this wall, and ideally it would be you would go into here, and it would kind of walk down this hallway, and then you would enter back inside of the theater right here, and then this is where you would walk in and take your seats. There'd be a hallway in here with some bathrooms maybe. It's really dark in here, so probably should have worked on this before I put the roof on. That's okay. So yeah, this is going to be a hallway with a bathroom. So here, let me just go ahead and put something down right here. So I'm going to go how long do I want to make this hallway? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go 5-block wide hallway. Give us plenty of space to work. So I'm gonna have this run all the way down, and should connect. Just wait, should I have this run right down the middle of the window? Yes, I probably should. Let's make this 6 blocks instead. New plan, everybody. All right, here we go. This is gonna be the first moment for me to be able to use my modded controller. Here we go. Well, I don't know if it's the first moment, but I'm gonna get out some swiftness for this, so it actually looks like I'm using it effectively, because the swiftness helps with that. Look at this. Oh yes, it's awesome. I love that. Modded controller for the win. I fixed this issue I had with it. I was having an issue where it was disconnecting a lot, and for no reason, and I fixed that problem, so that's good. So now it's running full force. Okay, so we have this hallway here, and it connects to this window, which is lovely bunch of coconuts. That's gonna be great. And now this is gonna run all the way down. Just this cobblestone. I'm gonna keep the cobblestone theme even on the inside of the building, just because, why not? I might even double stack this wall with sand, so we have a different color wall in here. That's also a possibility. It would also help me line it up with the window. So, well, not 100%, but it would still help a little bit. So I might do that. Okay, guys, the goal for this episode is to work on the interior a little bit of exterior. I just want to try to get this thing close to being done. This is one of the last projects I'm going to be doing before I move to Xbox One for CLD. We're getting pretty close. My goal is just to kind of finish the stadium, finish this build, and then wrap up a couple of other small details around the city, and then I'll be pretty much good to go to move over to Xbox One, put the world up for download for all you people who are still playing on 360, and it'll be happily ever after. So, and obviously I'll continue to work on Xbox One. With an expanded seat, I'll be able to work on areas that I've never worked on before. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited for that. It's going to add like a whole new dimension to LD. I'm going to be able to add some crazy stuff that I would never had space for, like some different areas. Like I'll be able to add like a poor area. A lot of people have been asking me about that. If I should add like a hood to CLD, because obviously the whole city is kind of like pretty well, I don't know what the word would be. Pretty wealthy, I guess, would be the best way to say it. So obviously we need to have like a lesser part of the city. So that's going to be something that I'll be adding, no doubt about that. Some sort of more less fortunate area or something like that. I don't know, however you want to describe it. That's what my goal is. So again, this is going to kind of go all the way up. I don't know how tall I'm going to make these ceilings. I might as well make them really tall, because why not, right? How tall, Dan? Let's see. Let me just get some blocks out here. Ceilings always bug me because I never know what block to choose for ceilings. I always just go with like light gray wool because it's like white ceilings. I might do something else because I don't know. I mean, you can't use sand for ceilings unless you put string underneath of it, and it's like that's just a hassle I'm not like willing to deal with. So I'm not going to bother with that. But I'll just go white wool ceilings now. I can replace it later, and it's really dark up here. So let me just place some. It's even dark for me, and if it's dark for me, then I know it's going to be dark for you guys since YouTube brightness is really bad. So let's just get this filled in. The other side I'll do on my own. I just want to kind of get one side figured out. Also, I need to add an elevator. That's going to be an important thing I want to do this episode. Just figure out where I'm going to be putting this elevator, because we need to add an elevator in this because it's going to have to connect to the towers above the theater in the middle. So that's going to be something we're going to have to add. But this building kind of turned out pretty good, I think. Well, I mean, at least my plan for it. When I first started this building, I wasn't really sure what I was doing with it. Kind of just building. And it did turn out pretty good, though. So I'm happy with the way it turned out in terms of my idea for it. How it turned out. I don't love the blocks that I used. It's probably just because of the texture pack. Like, I just don't really like the stained clay in the city texture pack. I could have used sand, but I just wanted to add color to it. It was really just like something that I had to just decide whether I wanted to add sand or add color, for like slightly lesser looking block. But it's okay. It's all good. This is not terrible, so I can deal with it. All right, so we're gonna get this all filled in here. And while we're doing this, we might as well get the question of the day, because this is gonna be like the most tedious part of the episode. So we'll get to the question of the day right about now, guys. So today's question of the day comes from OG Bricks. And his question is, Dan, do you think you will make a Survival Island Season 3? If so, what do you plan on building in that series or season? So, thanks for the question. Talk about Survival Island Season 3 a little bit. So, as many of you guys may know that follow the survival aspect of my channel, Survival Island Season 2 just came to a close recently within the last week or so. It might have been a little bit longer than that, but that doesn't matter. And a lot of people are asking about Season 3 because we didn't really announce Season 3. Like, at the end of Season 1, we made like a whole like announcement and made sure that everybody knew that Season 2 was coming. And we didn't do the same thing for Season 3. I will say that we are planning. We're not. I wouldn't say we're planning, but we have been talking about it in terms of what we want to do for our next survival series, Tyler and I. Season 3 is definitely a possibility. However, we're not sure yet. Survival Island, we did 2 amazing seasons, and it was like one of the best survival series like I've ever done, and I absolutely loved it. But I think doing a 3rd season of Survival Island, I think for us might be a little stale, just for the basic fact that we've done a ton of it already. So it's like if we do more, it's just gonna be like the same thing again. And if we do another Survival Island Season 2, or if we do another season of Survival Island, is what I'm trying to say. We're probably gonna take a little bit of time in between, like a few months or so, to just kind of get more ideas for it and stuff like that, and start to want to play again, because Survival Island, as much as fun as it is, we played it a ton, and we're ready to try some different kinds of survival. So with that being said, we have talked about it, no doubt about it. Survival Island season 3, but we don't have anything planned right now. We have other ideas for potential Survival Island series that might be really, really cool. So hopefully you guys will be interested in that. We'll probably make some announcements for that pretty soon. We're kind of waiting for Tyler to get his act together when it comes to technical difficulties and stuff like that, because all that stuff will play itself out as it goes along. But we don't have any definitive plans for Survival Island season 3 right now. We loved the first 2 seasons, and they were really fun. If we're gonna do a season 3, it's not gonna be for a little while, because we just finished season 2 and we don't have anything special to do. Like, there's no new features on the game or anything like that. We haven't even found a new seed or anything like that. So as of right now, there's no definitive plans. But thank you very much for the question. All right, this is gonna be our elevator, guys. Obviously, you guys can leave your question of the day submissions in the comment section below or on Twitter. Feel free to do that. Yeah. So let me just kind of light this whole area up. So we have this hallway, which is great. And I'm going to make a bunch of doors and exits off of this hallway, like make an emergency exit, some bathrooms. This is the elevator here, which is going to go up. So now we got to figure out the elevator idea, which is not going to be easy to kind of get this thing working great. Now, my goal was to have the elevator come out like here and here on these floors. I don't know if that's going to work. That's going to probably take something. It's going to take something. That's no doubt about that. Let me think about this for a second. I don't know if even I want elevators even in here, though. You know what? I have a new idea. What if we did something like this? So the elevator goes up, and it goes up, 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 and up. And we got to figure out where the middle of this is, because the sand is going to drop, and it's going to be frustrating. So let me just put a glowstone here real quick. So let's get a map out and just check out the coordinate. This is something that might be really tedious. I might have to do on my own time. 81. Okay. So where did we have this? This is 84. All right, so we're definitely going to lower the ceiling, I think, and make another hallway here, because that way it'll line up with the second level of the stage. I didn't really think about that, but yeah, we'll do that. And then I'll connect the elevator to a hallway kind of running around, and there'll be like a staircase up, and it'll... Oh, actually, you know what I just realized? We actually might not even need to lower it. If I think about it like this, what block is this level right here? This might be like 85 or 86. Oh, this is 84. Okay. Then we might not even need to lower it. We might need to lower it 1 block, possibly. But yeah, that might work out. So basically, I'm going to have like the next elevator opening right here. There'll be a hallway right here that runs down. It'll turn. And then you can enter the second level of the thing here. And then I might add a staircase that goes up to the third. Either that or another elevator, depending on what happens. So with that, let's go ahead and... Let's see here. Let me look at this. This wall, I'm not really sure yet what I want to do. I'm not even sure if this archway is going to stay. If it does, it's not going to be as crazy. Like, for example, this part is going to be gone. So let me just... Actually, I might as well just get rid of it, because I know it's not going to stay. So let's just scrap all this here real quick. The archway looks great on the outside. The inside, I don't know. That was just kind of like a random idea that I had. So I didn't really follow it through. So it's kind of cool, because we started off this build, and it was like this small archway made out of sand and quartz, and now it's just like... It's just blossomed into this huge building. And this thing has got to be one of the bigger buildings on the entire world. Once it's done. I think it will be, because it's going to be tall. It's going to be wide. So it's going to be kind of like this building over here, the City Hall. A really huge building, but not necessarily that tall. Not only is this building going to be wide like the City Hall, it's also going to be really tall. So it's going to be it's a good building. I like it. All right. So let's go ahead and move over here. I want to work on these side walls just a little bit. Let's just kind of get the idea for these. Wow, it's raining. Really? That's funny, because like right before I started the episode, I slept off the rain. It's like starts raining like the first day. That's really annoying. But anyway, let me just go ahead, and what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm actually gonna go ahead and sleep off this rain. Well, I'll let the daylight cycle run until the rain goes away, because we don't have the weather toggle. I'm gonna say that every single time until it's put in the game. And then I'm going to, kind of fill in these walls, at least start to. I might even fill in the trees as well, since I said I was going to do that off camera. So anyway, guys, I'll be right back. Alright everybody, I'm back. Made some changes, slept off the rain. It's a good old time. We're back on CLD. Back, well, you know, it was only like a split second for you guys, but for me, it was like 20 minutes. So, here we go guys. I added like the trees, well I started adding them. I added one here, and then I kind of like, I added the trunks, and then a little bit of greenery on the top. Same thing on the other side. I started that. I'm going to do the rest of that later. I didn't have enough time to finish it once the rain went away. Alright, so, and then, what else did I do? Oh, wait, hold on, is that a mistake? Oh, sorry, I thought I saw a mistake out of the corner of my eye. Nope. Right here, I lowered this a little bit, so this used to be higher up. I lowered this like 4 or 5 blocks, and then I kind of made this look a little bit better for that change, so I believe it's now 10 blocks here of quartz, and then 5, and then 5, so we got a 10, 5, 5, which I think is going to be good. So, yeah, that's great. And let's go ahead and continue with this. So, basically up here, there's going to be some sort of something up here. Wait, that's not the right block. By anvil. We need to get a swiftness. So there's going to be some sort of flat space here. And this is going to kind of go all the way around the border of this. I could add the perimeter right now. I might do that. So the perimeter will kind of like run through here, I think. Right? Yeah. So the perimeter will run through here. This is going to go all the way around, and we're going to connect it to here. We can turn, actually we can leave that. Then this turns here and goes all the way around. Basically, this is going to be kind of like the platform where this tower is going to be. So I'm going to start that, and then, you know, figure out like what I want the dimensions for this platform to be, or for this tower to be. So we're going to start that right now, guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and just place a few of these quartz blocks here. I just got to make sure we place them properly. I got to turn off my mouse controller. There we go. There we go, and those are good. Okay, so now we have the corners there. We'll kind of like the dimensions for it. So this whole thing needs to get filled in with cobblestone. I don't think I'm gonna do the whole, we're just using regular stone here. I don't think I'm gonna do the whole thing right now, but let me just get kind of like one row here like settled, and we're gonna figure out this floor plan. So I don't know like really what I'm gonna do with it. I'm just gonna kind of see what I come up with right now, and I'll make changes if I need to. So my one thought was that I'd add something like this, right? Not maybe this in terms of dimensions, but something like where we have like a small indent or a protrusion or whatever. Yeah, protrusion right in the front here, and kind of like wraps around and does the exact same thing. So that's kind of like my plan for that. Again, let me just kind of get a little bit more of this filled in, and then we'll go from there. But that's my plan for this, to add kind of like an indent, and the indent's going to be protrusion. Sorry, wrong word again. And that's going to be like where the elevator is going to go. So I thought of a plan for where I'm going to figure out how to get these elevators working in terms of where I want to put them. So let's fly back on the inside. I can show you guys real quick. So we have the one elevator right here, and that's fine. That's going to stay where it is. And there's going to be another one here, and then a third one. And once you get up to the third level, there's going to be a hallway that kind of runs down to like right around here somewhere. I know it's dark. Let me put down a glowstone so you guys can see where I am. So it's going to be like right here. I actually got rid of this glass. I used to have glass here. I got rid of that. I just didn't like it. So let me just go. I never got rid of it on the inside though, so let me just get rid of this real quick. Yeah, but there's going to be an elevator right around here. And this is going to run up. This is going to go straight up to like right here. And then there's going to be another hallway that runs across and connects to here. And then there's going to be an elevator that like goes up like right here. So we're at this point we're above the theater, so we don't have to worry about that. And the elevator will go zooping up right through the middle of the corporate tower building, so, or whatever we're gonna call it. All right, so let me go grab some of these blocks here. This build takes a lot of planning, but it's gonna be really cool when it's done. How many blocks away from the wall do I want to make this? That is a $1 million question right now. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I ran straight across here, see if I can get this right. So like right here, I think that should be correct. Yeah. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from right here, and I place a block there, right? So that'll be kind of like how wide the building is. That might not be. I might actually make this a little bit less. So maybe let's go 3 blocks away instead of 5. We're gonna make this building a little bit bigger. Okay. So we got that. So now we have 3 blocks away from the railings. Okay. And what next? So we have, let's see, we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, so 21. So do I want to make this building 21 by 21? That's the question. All right, so if I were to do that, I would have to take it out 10 from each side. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that would be a square if I were to kind of complete that, I think. I think that looks right. That doesn't, for whatever reason, that doesn't look right. Let me count this real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And then this should be 21 too, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, it's 22. So that just destroys everything. Okay, maybe we won't. Maybe we'll make it 22 by 21 because I'm not about to make this an even number over here. That would look terrible. Over here it's fine, I guess. So I guess this was even going this way and then odd going that way. So that kind of sucks. I didn't realize that. That's okay though. We can play around that. All right. So now, so this is gonna kind of run all the way around and connect, and we're gonna finally get our perimeter for this part of the building squared away. So this is gonna kind of wrap all the way around here. Grab some swiftness so I can figure this out. All this building, you know, building skyscrapers is not my cup of tea. It's hard to plan out interiors on these, especially. I'm doing my best with this one though. All right, so we got that. There's our building. So now what I want to do is take. This is gonna be where the elevator is gonna be. So like right there. So now we can scrap this, and this right here is gonna be where the elevator is. So let's go like something like that. And so basically this will be the elevator shaft right here, kind of this opening I just made, and it's gonna go. There's gonna be an elevator that comes up to like right here, and then it goes back down and kind of runs straight through there. And the elevator is gonna go all the way up from here. It's gonna go way up, and I'm gonna have like a glass, like I guess like a wall of glass right there, so you can kind of see the elevator shaft from the ground level. So that'll be pretty cool, hopefully. What else do we need to do right now? I am considering extending this part here, like possibly adding something like this. Let's see. This would be 3 and 3. Okay, that works. And this would run all the way down. 1, 2, 3, like that. Just to add a little bit more to this. I'm not really sure if this is gonna look good or not when it's done, but just to add a little bit more to that, to the sides, just so the building is not just like a complete square. And we can add some like windows here on the side here or something like that. And then maybe even in this small 3x3 space, we can add like a small birch tree or something like that. That might actually work. So that's a good idea. Let me put down some dirt, and we can add a birch tree around in this area. So let's do that. Okay, so we're gonna have some dirt here, like that, and let's throw down a birch tree. All right, so we got some of that. Let's place this, and let's just hope we get a good one. Oh, that's lovely. It's gonna kind of like ram into the wall a little bit, I just realized. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut off a little bit of these leaves, either that or move the tree out 1 block. Probably gonna have to do that. This is something like I shouldn't be working on right now. This is like I'm getting way ahead of myself right now. We're gonna try. Oh wait, did I forget to turn off daylight cycle? Dan's been bad. All right, we'll play in sunset LD for the rest of this episode, guys. So that is always so hard to remember. I don't know if any of you guys always have that problem, but I always forget to, whenever I turn it back on, I always forget to turn it off. All right, so let me just scrap this tree. This was a bad idea for right now. It's not ready. I'm not ready to add these trees. Plus, birch trees are annoying because they never grow the same height. Like, so the small ones look bad compared to the taller ones. Like, that one looks great. I just need to get a couple other ones that have the same height. But anyway, guys, good progress here for this build. I have a couple of other ideas with the exterior that I might want to try. One being over here. I was thinking about grabbing some pillared quartz and extending this up. Since this is going to be like the backstage area, I was thinking about taking this part out to here. Let me break this. Okay, I'm struggling here. There we go. I was thinking about taking that out to there, and then having like this back wall just be one really tall wall here. It would give us plenty of space for like obviously the backstage and stuff like that, and this whole area back here is gonna be like dedicated to backstage and things like that. So that's gonna be cool. Yeah, so I might do that. I might just have like this back wall on the back of the building that, you know, obviously isn't super duper noticed. Like there's not going to be a lot of people back here, you know, flying between this little alleyway. And even, speaking of this whole thing here, this little road that kind of runs through that doesn't have an ending, that's going to get taken care of. I'm going to scrap that just for the fact that I changed the plan to the city. It's no longer required to have a little road running through there. So that'll be taken. I'll get rid of that at some point. All right, so let's take this across there. We could break this. And this is just going to run down however far it needs to go. We'll just kind of continue that. Again, it doesn't really matter right now how far it goes, so we'll just take it to there. Actually, I think that is how far it goes. But anyway, that's kind of like my plan for that. So I'd have like this back part of the building be a little bit blockier, a little bit taller. It might not look good from the side angle, but I don't know. It might be better for the interior just because it'll add a little bit more space. I don't know. We'll have to see what it looks like when I build it up. I'm not going to do that on camera. I'll do it off camera, make a decision. But this building is coming together pretty good. It's so big. It's like this building just kind of just exploded into like something huge. I didn't expect it to be this huge when I started it. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to continue working on this. I got a lot more to do with it. I got to start to put together this part. This is what I'm going to be working on next. Trying to take this part up and build like a tower. So with that, guys, thanks for watching. Leave your question of the day submissions in the comment section below. It has been your friend in the neighborhood, Dangeles. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. And yeah, I'll see you guys on episode 152 in a few days. But until then, guys, give it a like if you did enjoy it. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.